The Petrolhead Live, presented by Joe Marv Pictures.
With no reply, it's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave, 'cause you are the only one.
Welcome back to yet another episode of the Petrolhead Live with you. I guess by the title of the video, you already know what's happening. I guess with the journey, you have been enjoying the journey, guys. I'm sorry for the half-halves and had a few disruptions there and there, but I'm getting my first car, guys, today. Getting my first car today, thanks to my dad. And for everything, I would just like to say, before everything, I would just like to say thanks to my man Fred, thanks my boy. So right now I'm just offloading the ramps of the lid of the trailer, and then we're getting the car in. 1999 Polo Classic, the old spec Polo Classic. So can't wait for this one. I'll give you update later on when we get into Malapule away.
there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. Sometimes there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Sometimes we're not ourselves, there's no one I can turn to. And I'll take some time, but I'll be alright. We're moving on. We're moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So it's the next day, guys. It's the next day. I know it's same old me from yesterday. Finally the car is home. Finally I've got my dream car. Yes, I don't look excited, but I'm excited because finally the dream came true. And I'm still thinking everything through, because also I think the reason I'm sad, one of the things that's making me sad is because I don't have the proper parts of it to start the project. It's a nice project according to me. It's just okay. Here it is. Just need to change a few stuff from it, and then I guess it's ready to hit the road. What I'm going to talk about, I'm going to finish the video off with, is how I bought the car, is what made the car to stop, but what got the car in the yard for so long. So what got the car in the yard for so long? I'm sorry for my grammar. I'm sorry about the frame, guys. I don't know. I look funny. I think I know I look funny because a lot of people don't know me about this frame. Back in 2012, my dad swapped this car. 2012 or to end of 2012, end of 2011 actually, December, around this time. My dad swapped this car from a 16 valve Kentucky, maybe Camry is what we call Kentuckys. I'll leave the picture down below, leave the picture on the screen so for you guys to see it. That was my baby, guys. We called it 539, like you see the registration. I loved that car too. car. I'm still looking for it. I'm looking for it. So it's in my area. I hear what I hear. Rumor says it's in my area. So he swapped it with a friend of his for a Polo Classic because he felt he wasn't feeling comfortable with it because when he swapped it, it was recently in an accident, so he swapped it for a Polo Classic. A friend gave him an offer and then he got the offer. And then we drove it for a year. After a year, around this time, my dad attended all the mechanical faults on it, and then after like 1 or 2 days, it started giving mechanical problems, and he was like, no, you know what, I'm not driving this car anymore. He turned it down, just packed it in the yard, and then my uncle came and borrowed it, asked for it, and he borrowed it to him. And then my uncle fixed the mechanical faults, and then he didn't drive it at that time. He stopped driving it, and then I don't know why, because he had bought a lot of parts for it. So he took it to Uncle Kabelo's house, my other uncle's house, and then that's where I got it from. So Uncle Kabelo had moved from phase 4, and then he left it at a friend's house, at a neighbor's house. So we went to get it from the neighbor's house. So the car it's running, the engine is running. The only problem that made the car to stop is the fuel pump, which I'm buying the end of next month, together with the toolbox, because I need a toolbox. So yeah, how I bought the car now. For me to buy this car, since my dad didn't want it, I talked him through and told him, you know what, I want that car since it's the replacement of 539 of the Corolla. So he was like, okay. He gave me an offer I couldn't say no to, but right now we still haven't been to our price. We don't have a price that I can say, okay, no, I'm buying this car for, but I know the price that we once talked about is the price I might pay the car for. I won't say the price, I'll only say the price maybe after I finish off paying off the car. And then what else? Yeah, the reason why. So I'll be paying this car with monthly installments, because I don't want to save for money and then at the end of the day I don't have the ownership on me. Because the reason why my dad bought it from a friend who let me say Uncle Ndaba. He bought it from Uncle Ndaba, a friend of his, and then Uncle Ndaba got it from a friend, which by that time they have not changed the ownership. So the car was never on my dad's ownership, on my dad's name. So I'll have to contact Uncle Ndaba so that he can talk to the person, so we can change the ownership, but with the help of my dad. So yeah, that's the story of it. So I'll be paying on monthly installments. So I'm only going to start paying the car when the ownership is in my names now. That's the only time I'll be starting my installments, but maybe a few installments, but not for the full installments. Yes, I'll just try and give them a few, because I have to sponsor the project. With the new HQ, got the new headquarters. I relocated from Gaps to Malapolo because of Protocol Civil Academy. So those are my new headquarters. It's a new Protocol headquarters. So there are going to be a few stuff coming up. I need to build up a shade for the cars, the work car and this car. And then yeah, that's it guys. That's it. So guys, as the new project for the Petrolhead Life, what I want to say is thanks for those who are congratulating me, and thanks to God for making it possible for me. Got it 2 days before my birthday, my 21st birthday, which is on the 22nd. I know it has passed, but yeah, I would like you guys to subscribe, like the video, and share. If you ain't living the Petrolhead life, what are you doing?